Hello everyone. Rebjorn here. I know my mic is shitty. I'm gonna try and fix it yet again. Again and again. Again, Ramona. Again and again and again. Alright, anyways. Welcome everyone. Thank you for coming to service. X-Pac bless and many yellows. So I'm sorry that this call didn't get out the full call this week. Heelborn's letting everybody down, but it's been a long week, but here we are. We're back at it again in the white vans. So where we left off was the robot said that she just wanted to be friends, and Lauren hung up and didn't like that. Rebjorn, actually there's technically a story, well, if you want to know about 87 Wrestling, technically there's investors that own the company now. It'll all happen eventually whenever I can make shit. And just to let you guys know, Blankborn Entertainment is just a, oh, chat didn't work, great, well, just saw that happen. Blankborn Entertainment just has many Borns on it, that's all. And Rebjorn is the only one that's really signed. Anyways, enough of that stupid gimmick. Let's just pick up where we left off. I hope everyone's week went well.
Guess you don't want to answer because I had something else to say to you. It seems like you've been so perfect the whole time. I'm wondering why I was getting all upset and all that shit and finding everything wrong with me. Right, Jamie?
So that's the Lauren called after the whole friends thing, and he hung up. I believe he hung up. Let's actually, you know, let's go back in time.
Yeah. Thanks anyway.
Okay, so Lauren hung up. He does this a lot. He's fucking stupid. He hangs up, and then calls back, and when the person doesn't answer, it's like he leaves a voicemail saying, I mean, let's hear it again. He hung up. Just remember that.
Guess you don't want to answer because I had something else to say to you. It seems like you've been so perfect the whole time. I'm wondering why I was getting all upset and all that shit and finding everything wrong with me.
Right, Jamie.
Right, Jamie.
He hung up. I don't understand it. I've never in my life, never in my life. When I hang up on you, you have to answer every call that I give you immediately afterwards. Anyways, so here's the deal. I don't remember what happens in this half of it, so we're all gonna be surprised. Okay? All right. Welcome everyone that's come since this started.
What?
Why don't you tell me how perfect you were the whole time?
I never said I was.
No, but you're fast to point out how imperfect I am. But you never say anything about how much you've done wrong. Should I point that stuff out?
I'm showing you a repeated pattern of behavior.
I'm showing you.
Okay, I hate to interrupt so quickly, but was that not the dumbest way to phrase that? Was that not like, you always want to point out how imperfect I am, but don't want to, well, I can't remember what I said. Hold on, let's go back. It was very stupid.
No, but you're fast to point out how imperfect I am.
Right.
But you never say anything about how much you've done wrong.
You never point out how much you've done wrong?
But you never say anything about how much you've done wrong.
You never say how much.
Should I point that stuff out?
It's so stupid. I don't know. I find that the dumbest way to ask a question. But did Rod and Todd ever? Did the Rod and Todd video ever actually happen? No, Jack. The only person that ever from the internet that slept with Jamie for work was Rod. And the weird thing about it is, after the fact, Lauren, Lauren's like zingers, his really cool insults he has for like Willy Wonka and Little Willy and I'm trying to think of someone else that Chef Boyardee bitch. Rod's, for whatever reason, after he had sex with the robot, was virgin penis. He called Rod virgin penis up and down the street. It's the weak one of. First of all, it's inaccurate at that point, right? Because he's not anymore. But hey, good one, Lauren. Good one.
I'm showing you a repeated pattern of behavior.
I'm showing you a repeated pattern of behavior too. You know what the difference is? Is that I've looked past it. And I never fell out of love with you. I never fell out of love with you. Right. I looked past it. I didn't keep mentioning it like you have.
Right.
You constantly mentioned me doing things wrong. I've mentioned it before, and I told you how much it bothered me before. And I've mentioned it, yeah, like the football game. I've mentioned it a few times, but you notice I don't mention it all the time.
Right.
Every time I do something wrong, you go right down the list. Till you make me feel like shit. Till you make me feel like I'm the only one that has done anything wrong.
I'll say this: he's sort of accurate in the sense that the robot does tend to go down a list every time he does something wrong, and I'm not complaining about it.
But you never stop to think about the things that you've done wrong.
Sign the list.
But I was strong enough, my love for you was strong enough to stay there and not disappear.
Yeah, Mark.
But I also haven't been around two exes 24/7.
He's corrected often on that one.
I certainly wasn't letting them see me naked. I wasn't eating one of them's pussy out, calling it a golden pussy, telling me that you're in love with her.
It is golden.
There you go. How fucking much do you really think that a boyfriend wants to hear that shit? Seriously, Jamie? And you really think that a boyfriend wants to hear that you're in love with your ex?
We weren't together when I started saying that.
Don't care, Jamie. We were working on a relationship, remember? But the whole time you make me feel like shit because of you make me feel like shit because of the stuff that I've done. When you never stop to think about the stuff that you've done. You never stop to think about the stuff that you've done.
Then you weren't my boyfriend, correct?
Don't try to get yourself right all over again. Don't do that shit because it's not going to work this time.
Don't try to get yourself right all over again. I I don't get it. I mean, it's just don't get yourself right all over again, okay? Listen, you guys coming in here into this stream trying to tell yourself you're getting all I already fucked it up. Trying to make yourself right all over again, and you're not, okay? Can't do it this time. It's a rack of bullshit. Yeah, Blue Boy, he probably was trying to say don't work yourself into a shoot, which I think has happened with the robot a couple of times with him, but, you know.
Why don't you just answer my question? Why is it that you never stop to think about the stuff that you've done wrong?
You never acted like we were. You assumed we're always in one.
That didn't even make sense.
A relationship. You never
Yeah,
acted
Jamie.
like we were. You assumed we're always in one.
Jamie, don't try to put more shit off on me. Just answer the question. Why don't you ever look at the stuff that you've done wrong?
I do.
No, you do not.
How would he know?
I don't think I ever remember a time that you ever said you're sorry to me for any of that bullshit. When how many times have I said I'm sorry to you for the shit that I've done?
I gone to the football game. And I have said that, but you continue to throw it in my face.
I haven't thrown that in your face in a long time.
What a fucking dummy.
It's been more than a week, Jamie.
I haven't done that in a long time.
Probably been a month.
Here he goes lying again.
But every time we get in an argument, you go right down the list of the things that I've done wrong and make me feel like shit.
Yep.
Like I am the only one that has done anything wrong.
You do the same thing, Law.
No, I don't try to point the shit out like you do.
Yes, you do.
You literally have a list of things that you go right down.
Say the list again.
And you try not to miss a beat on any of it.
He's not wrong in a sense, but it's just that she.
Have you noticed that?
What happens, and he does not.
Every time you get mad, here's what you do. Hope you don't backpedal.
Ain't neither one of us that have been perfect, Jamie. But I've never lost my love for you. Like I said, I weren't around two exes.
I hate when he does
telling one of them that they have a big...
He always makes things like absolute, like, I'm not perfect, okay? I'm never gonna be perfect. Nobody's perfect, you fucking idiot. We all know that. But it's like a repeated pattern of behavior that you do where you're jealous and insecure. Like, if you're this jealous, if you're so worried, leave. Just leave. No, I'm gonna abuse you until you love me. That's what we're gonna do. And you can't get mad at me for doing
First of all, I want you.
Hey Schmuckborn. I know it was you who cut the power on SWC on me. This is William Monroe Duck checking in from Fresno, California.
Oh damn, WMD, how you doing, bud? Schmuckaberg. Thank you, WMD. But yeah, it's just, fucking... I just couldn't imagine having to put up with abuse constantly. Or, let's say he's right. Okay, let's for once say Lauren's right. Even though, sometimes maybe he's right on this one. But Jamie is a terrible partner, right? She's sleeping with other guys. She doesn't care about Lauren's feelings. She does everything she can to piss him off. Why wouldn't you just leave? Why would you want to be with that person? Why are you berating them every day to love you? It doesn't make any sense. It's very stupid. And I don't get how anyone... I don't understand how he doesn't get it himself, but I don't understand how anyone hasn't told him you shouldn't put up with this shit. And then in his mind, when he hears that, I guess he thinks, well, I've been told I don't have to put up with it, so now I'm going to berate you. I'm going to scream at you until you stop fucking other guy. Chance we can get that call where Jamie still had a voice. I don't have those, Jack. Sorry. I'ma scream on that ass. Alright, let's go back to it.
Telling one of them that they have a big, beautiful cock. And the other one that she has a golden pussy. While their actual significant other is right on the other end of the line.
Significant other? The robot was absolutely calling him cucky. It was exactly what it sounded like. I don't think there was mistaking it, but just to confirm, it was cucky. For many reasons, but...
What makes you so afraid to be face to face with me?
What makes you so scared to be face to face with me? Maybe she just doesn't want to be with you because you suck.
What makes you so afraid to talk to my probation officer?
Lauren does not know what the term cuck is. Because I think he said "was I," and I believe the robot gave some fake answer of what cuck means. Cucky. I don't know. I don't remember that one. What's up, City Slicker? I'm country boy.
Why are you so afraid of us being real with each other in person?
You mentioned the football game. You mentioned the third story for Will. You mentioned the exes. You mentioned things I said months ago. You mentioned Will's ex. You mentioned sleeping arrangements from a year ago. You mentioned me not wearing panties at a game. You mentioned how I put the internet before you. Every single time. Still sticking by you don't have a list.
The bear thing, Spencer, was when Jimmy had a voice. That was all established by, her when she had a voice. I believe it just has to do with the term bear. I don't know. It beats me. I have no idea. But it was swiftly changed. Well, not swiftly, but it was eventually changed to Cucky.
I don't have a list. Every now and then, a different one pops up. Just because I don't mention them all at the same time, like you do.
Sorry for the background noise.
You literally go down the list.
You do too.
How long has it been since I mentioned the big beautiful cock?
Tonight.
Exactly, tonight. When was the last time?
Seconds ago.
When was the last time?
A week.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Even you know that's a lie.
Great question, Judgment Gaming. He does not.
No.
Yeah, you do.
They are broken up.
I don't have a dildo made out of
First
the
of all,
ex's. I want you.
Absolutely.
Reborn, do you happen to have in your notes when the first will call was?
Thanks, voice to voice. Are you talking about the very first will call, or if that's the case, I don't know when it happened. The only thing I remember about the call is that, well, there's actually there were technically was, I guess, two. The first one, Will was very drunk and he had this. He sounded different. He had like a southern twang to his voice, and he was giving Winnie money. But then I think like a month or two later, maybe a couple weeks, I can't remember how long. Memory's fuzzy there. Will was in the background, and Winnie kind of told Lauren that Will had come back into town and was there to take care of her, and then Will says, "Who are you talking to?" She said Lauren, and he said, "It sounds that's like a girl's name." And Lauren started yelling about how he's a piece of shit and fuck him, and then Will just kept calling him girl's name all the time. He didn't like that. Those are the first two. I don't really remember when they happened. I believe one of the first couple is in the dump. I don't know. I haven't looked at the dump in ages. I mean, I lost access long ago before everyone. So
I don't have a dildo made out of the ex's cock. No, I don't know. I don't even remember. That's how long ago it's been.
Exactly.
That's how long ago it's been. I don't remember.
No, it wasn't.
I stopped mentioning it.
No, you didn't.
And even you know that. First of all.
No, you didn't.
I want you.
I heard Lorne has a dildo cloned from Paula. Apparently, people are saying.
I like that you spelled it out, dildo. Thanks, Ramon's diaper. Yeah, I mean, I don't even think Lauren saw Paula naked. So, he was just, what's the word, infatuated? He was a stalker. He has very stalker tendencies with women he likes. I mean, Paula, they were never together, and 25 years later, he's like, it's all because of that stupid fucking bitch. Her. You're just like Paula. So, yeah, right, man, James. Paula's just a slut. So, first of all, I want you. Thanks, Egbert.
No, you didn't.
We're so focused on what each other is doing wrong, we're not concentrating. Yeah, weeks ago.
Hey, Tickle P Shivers, which, great name. Sort of, I don't know. So, I can't claim she's a prostitute, but you would get the feeling. But she had mentioned something about seeing him around, like his truck following her. Could have been a different truck. I mean, Lauren was enraged by it. But he usually gets mad when anyone calls him a stalker. He's kind of a stalker. I mean, the Nikki thing is more than enough evidence to prove that. But I mean, fuck. I think almost every girlfriend he's had has broken up with him, and he still sticks around and like demands their time, and then will do stuff like, hey, oops, forgot to close out of that. He'll say, well, we want to be together, so you need to stop. You don't talk to any other guys. Okay, well, we're not together. Well, don't talk to him though, because we're gonna be together. I'm gonna fucking marry you. How many times has he said that to people? I know he said it to the robot. I know he said it to Winnie. I think he said it to Debbie. He might have said it to Ramona. I don't remember. But, I mean, that alone is fucking crazy, right? Just screaming at someone, I'm gonna fucking marry you. Psychotic. Jack, yeah. Nikki is the one, yeah, the POs did say, does she know she's your girlfriend? And I believe Lauren's response was, I don't know. He even told the cops he doesn't fucking know. He's nuts. Anyways, let's go back.
We're so focused. What?
So long ago.
Yeah, Dustin, I know he's proposed to every catfish, but I'm saying like the aggressiveness of ownership on the person, because in Lauren's world, women are property, right? And women have no willpower. If a man comes around them, they're just gonna be like, hey, you got a penis. I guess fuck the guy I'm with. I gotta get this. I don't know. His mind is very odd. Yes, my woman NCA, perfect, exactly. He's office rocker.
Well, certainly weren't like you. It's certainly not like what you've been doing.
Better be saying yes fucking soon. Oh, whoops, wrong button.
You've been on a roll. You've literally just about every time we get on the phone. We're so focused on what we're doing wrong, what the other's doing wrong, we're not seeing what each other's doing right.
Because you ignore what I say and act like what you do doesn't matter because you have an excuse.
I don't ignore what you say. I tried to explain that to you, Jamie. Did you really think I was kidding? I want you.
Had a high school reunion recently. Found out I was ranked 87 in my class.
Oh, damn.
Granted, that's out of 450, but still. I am now part Lorne. Cawd, help me.
Thanks, Bartek. I'll say this. Even though you're 87 in your class, right? I don't believe it counts just because you're not dead last. Now, if you were 450, you'd be Lorne. You'd be part Lorne. The number might be cursed, though. I hear 87 so much now. I don't know about you guys, but 87's everywhere. Not to get... Right, every time I hear that number, I perk up a little bit. I'm like, huh, what? What are you talking about over here?
You really think I was kidding on that?
Right.
I weren't kidding with you at all about that at all.
Right.
You're not the first one that I've had to deal with that with.
Whatever you say, Lord.
First of all, don't believe I want you.
The best relationships start with stalking and threats of marriage.
Thank you, Stefan. Yes, they definitely, Stefan. Yeah, absolutely. The best way to a healthy, a good healthy relationship is to first stalk them and then threaten them into marriage, and then later on beat them into staying. I don't know. I'm so convinced you would just just punch a woman in the face. They were talking to other guy. Thank you.
Well, believe me or don't believe me, I'm being honest with you about it.
Always have
So I don't feel bad about it.
Responsibility.
It's my responsibility that I forget. I mean,
When
my
you
bad.
talk about Wildo, you're talking about the big beautiful cock, and you've definitely mentioned that in the last week.
Yeah, you've known that thing has pissed me off for a long time, and that hasn't been the last week. You spent the last 2 days not even talking. You spent a few days in the hotel room. We didn't talk about it then.
Okay, math with Lauren again. You've mentioned Will's dick in the last week, and he goes, "There's no way it was in the last week because we didn't talk the last 2 days." Oh, okay, I didn't know a week was 2 days. Cool. All right, well, you won that argument, Lauren. Congratulations, you did it. What a smart guy.
Wouldn't it be nice if we could actually focus on what?
Seriously bragging about 2 days.
2 days, Jamie. We didn't. The 2 or 3 days. The 2 or 3 days that you were in the fucking hotel room, we didn't talk about it. Then we didn't talk about it before a couple days before that even.
I'm proud of that.
Holy Christ.
You think a week
Jamie,
is
I
a long
haven't-
time.
I haven't mentioned Wildo in a while. It's been more than a
You
week.
think a week is a long time.
Lauren called it Wildo.
It's been more than a week, Jamie. I haven't mentioned it in a while. Even when you mentioned using the damn thing.
You think that one? That's so good. And I like how when he does the rooster noise, voice to voice of Lauren does it back to him and thinks he like hit a home run. Oh God, you will.
Even when you mentioned using the damn thing, I still didn't say
A
anything.
week is a long time.
No, Jamie. Jeez, why are you stuck on a week being a long time? I told you it's been longer than a week that I've mentioned it.
You tell me.
Even when you've mentioned it, you knew that it upset me, but I still did not say anything. I rolled my eyes like a son of a bitch, but I did not say anything.
You keep acting like a couple days to a week is something amazing.
Jamie, do you remember when you told me that you spent 2 days relaxing with Wildo's, 2 Wildos in you?
Remember this, Lord.
You remember I didn't say anything?
Do you remember when you said you spent the last 2 days with 2 Wildos inside you? What the fuck? He's so stupid. Just nonchalantly
Okay, how about this?
bringing that one up.
A day after you abused me, you said, quote, "I don't do that anymore."
Yeah, they were gonna sell it. Lauren Legstrong, she has 2. So they were selling them, and she made a second one. And then she started using them both, and Lauren was not happy.
A day after you abused me, you said, quote, "I don't do that anymore." You were proud of a day. That is fucking pathetic. It should never happen.
You're right. It never should have happened. Sorry if you want me to argue with you about that, but I'm not going to.
Right, but it did continuously.
It doesn't happen now.
When?
I don't know what color they
Jim-
were. I don't know if that was ever explained.
Jamie, if we stop focusing on what we've done wrong and start putting more energy into what we're actually doing right, we just might get somewhere.
Right. What have you done right?
Jack. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's, you know, it's a cast Will's cock. Of course he could bend it in half. Just, you know. Does it say good in you as well?
I went over and worked on teardown house today. Then I sold then Paul sold the dresser for me, so I brought that over there.
Well,
Why, is something wrong with that?
I don't know if Will's single. Will doesn't talk to Reborn or Healborn anymore. I'm Reborn. Or Healborn. Just big times, everybody.
you're right now that I hear that. I forgot about the last year of abuse. You did it, Law.
Huh? You asked me what I've done right today. First of all, I want you.
Is this a shoot promo, Jamie?
Thank you, 87 ways. I'm gonna have to say that I want you might just become the permanent soundbite, because that's just wonderful. I laugh every time I hear it.
How did you get anything negative out of what I did right today?
You missed the point. Nothing new.
I missed the point, Jamie. You asked me what I did right today. How did I miss the point on that?
You're right now that I hear that. I forgot about the last year of abuse. You did it, Law.
Jamie, yes. We both have abused each other.
That's a great, healthy thing to say in a relationship. Hey, listen, we both abuse each other. It's fine. We need to be together. Bear on a tricycle. I would love. That's a great idea. Hold on, I'm rebooting.
In the last year. What do you say we stop doing that? Stop abusing each other. And actually try to do this right. So we don't have to be defensive with each other. Stop being proud of the things that we're doing right, instead of picking out what we're doing wrong.
Ramona Stiper, yeah, I know it was longer than 30 seconds, but the fact that Lauren thought it was 30 seconds and went on and on about it makes it funnier, in my opinion.
Or what we've done wrong.
I called you names. You yelled and accused me every day. Well, Lorne, you really think you are in equal standing?
Oh, Gorilla Spawn, you can say reborn here. You can say reborn here. I mean, even then, it's like
Jamie, seriously, why would you say that?
30 seconds, 2 minutes. It's a very small amount of time. You know, I've been put on hold for longer by family members. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. To me, it's just not a big deal. Now, for other guy, you know, who knows? But again, it's how you handle the situation, and Lauren never handles it well.
You deserve to be called names by the way you treated me. If you ask me, that is.
Okay. You say that you just called me names.
Begging a robot.
First
yeah,
of
sure.
all,
You can throw the Armstrong on there, even though that was shed
I want you.
many years ago.
I've been watching these streams for months. When is the robot gonna say something good about Lorne? Thanks for service, precious.
Thanks, medium syllables. You know, very few and far between is there anything said good from the robot. It's very situational. It'll be like, you know, there may be a day where the robot is called fake and he knows everything. That might be a day that there's something good said about him. Stuff like that. Or like, you know, oh, I talked to such and such, and oh, okay, well, what did they say? And then as soon as it's done, you're a fucking piece of shit. Why you always gotta say something bad? But yeah, like, there's not a lot of it, and I mean, I don't know if he's being coddled. I don't think so. Blue Boy, are you still here? Can you chime in on coddling? I don't know if it's happening or not.
But all this other stuff with Big Beautiful Cock and the Golden Pussy, all that stuff shouldn't matter, right? That's no mental abuse there? Why don't we focus on things that we do right instead of things that we've done wrong?
You realize I said
really...
Big Beautiful like twice and you wouldn't shut up about it. You act like I said it every day.
Yeah, it offended me.
Yeah, well.
I couldn't help that at the time. It offended me. I didn't. You keep saying it once you knew that it offended me.
That's the main thing. Cornville three-way is that's always been my thing. Is why don't you just leave? If this is so terrible, if you don't like the way you're being treated, or you don't like the things a person does, why don't you just leave? Why are you trying to like convert them into some version of them that you like? It just doesn't make any sense. And he really thinks it's gonna work. Like, if I just repeat the same thing over and over and over again, you'll change who you are as a human being.
No, I didn't.
But to be fair, the robot does that at times too with Lauren. Like, here's some solid advice, Lauren. You should probably take it. You're not really a nice person. These are things you could change, and he never does. And the robot thinks he might, but...
Anyway, I would love to start being proud of you for things that you do. In the ways that you are. Because I already am on a lot of things. I'd really like to stop pointing out things that you have done wrong.
So I said something almost a year ago, Lorne, that's what you got. You yelled at me less than 2 weeks ago.
I want you.
You and Clob are what Sundays are all about. Thank you so very much, and Cawd bless you. All of you are my precious princess and princesses.
Thanks, Legstrong. I think Clobber is we wish the best. I think Clobber is the best. I can't wait for him to come back and start doing Sundays again. Just for my own sake, so I can watch. But thank you.
Jamie, do you see what you're doing right now?
See how yours is constant and continuous.
Coddling
yeah.
time.
I see it.
Right.
That's why I want to get away from it. Best way to get away from it is to stop abusing each other and start pointing out things that we've done right. Huh? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Didn't you say that in June?
Yeah, I said it, but we didn't do a very good job at it. But at least now I can talk about it. At least now I can talk about things.
Right. I forgot. Now that he's got his PO knows that she's a porn star. Now they can talk about things
openly, and not have to worry about you or me being judged for it.
You didn't do a good job, Lorne, not we.
I like how Lauren's like, well, now we're not going to be judged.
First
so
of all,
okay. I want you.
I want you.
You know they say all men are created equal. But you look at Will and you look at Lorne and you see that statement is not true.
Thank you, Adriana. Yeah, I mean, I think if you compared pretty much any normal human, I think anyone in this chat compared to Lauren is probably could crush that statement. I think that Will just is, man. So Will sings at some point early on. It's not good, but it's better than Lauren, I think. I don't know. We'll find out when we cross that bridge together. But I mean, yeah, he succeeds where Lauren always fails. Like, again, someone pointed out early in the chat, Will has slept with almost every woman that Lauren's wanted to be with. It's crazy. What a coincidence. Isn't that special?
You.
No, I didn't do a good job. I'm being honest about it.
Don't say we.
Jamie, you can't put yourself in a position of perfection every time.
I didn't.
It doesn't work that way.
I like that. I like that it's Will's the type of guy that is always fucking there. I also like that Will is my daddy, my honey daddy. I like that one. And obviously Will is a slut, but I don't think he facts in tracks. That's Lauren's job. I still can't believe this piece of shit said that he toe fucked a woman at a party and then went to a Walmart parking lot and fucked her. There, I mean, where does he get this shit, you know? Where does he get this shit? I've heard that the toe fucking thing is from a movie he may have seen. And I believe it. Okay, I'm gonna gross everyone out in the chat, so if you're eating, please stop right now. But I just imagine when he sticks his toe in there and he oh my god, this is disgusting, what's wrong with me? When he pulls his toe out, the like soggy toenails he has are just missing. They're Alright, back to the call.
I've done things wrong, and I know it. And I'm gonna admit it.
Stop saying perfection like you have a point. I haven't said that once.
I apologize, everybody. But you want to fake Will after? But yeah, I'm sorry that you all have to live with that image in your head now. But tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
You haven't said it once at all, no. But your pride doesn't let you say that you're wrong. I want you.
Normally if you go one-on-one with another hillbilly, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But Lorne's a genetic freak and not normal. So you got a 25%, at best, at beating him. Then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning
drastically go down. I don't know how you do Lauren Armstrong. Numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at sacrifice. Thank you, voice. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry about that. I think when I first heard the toe story, I said something like that, and everyone was grossed out then too. I don't know what's wrong with me. I watched Midsummer last night. Maybe that's why I said it. I don't know. The movie's fucking weird.
You know what most people don't do?
Probably something that I've done.
Thank you, voice, by the way, if I didn't say that.
Abuse the person they claim to love for a year straight.
Things can be so much different now, Jamie.
Perfect has nothing to do with it.
Do you see how you keep going back, though?
And you've said the same shit before, Lorne, that's why.
Sex stories wise, I mean, they're all kind of the same story. Weren't my false. It's just that facts about them change over time. It's much like there's an older story he used to tell. I can't remember if he told it to Ramona or Winnie. The deep dive stuff I'm really rusty on. He said that like twins had shown up at his trailer. I was about to say house, but that's incorrect. At his trailer. I don't know him. Please correct me if or let me know who he said it to. But he said there was twins. They got stuck in the mud. He had to help them out, and they were in the area. And then later on, he realized that they were Lorenographers coming to see him. That story kind of changed with the robot. In the fact that he says that they gave him their number to him, and then later on, and then he told the story again, and later on he met them at a gas station, and then they gave their number to him then, but he never called them because he knew that they were up to no good. I mean, give me a break. Sure, Jan, you know. Outside of that, it's more or less the same. It's like, I had this one night stand, and then the robot goes, explain the sex, and he never can. It's like, but we did this, we did that, we did the other. Thank you, Blue Boy. That's the most detailed. He goes, the best sex he's had was with some woman, and the reason why it was the best is because they did that. This is his wording. We did this, that, the other. Oh my god. Whoever made Lauren's missing toenail. Yellow. This, that, the other. Then they rolled around on the floor, and then she was almost on top of her head. That's the best sex he's ever had, and those are his detailed descriptions of the sex. This, that, the other. I mean, those are the kind of stories he tells you. The person he lost his virginity to, he said that they used pussy spray. That's the first time he'd ever. It probably isn't, man. It's probably still there to this day. They used pussy spray. That's where the idea of pussy spray came from. And he tried vanilla, French vanilla, and like chocolate, and then months later said, oh yeah, the first person I went down on was some other woman. It's just like he can't keep his story straight, you know. I agree. I think he's a virgin. Turbo theory is, you know, basically Lauren got blackout drunk and maybe cooned his pants or something, or just woke up and thought he had sex. Like maybe he was about to and blacked out, and then the girl said, "No, fuck it," and he just thought he had sex, and that's what he's holding on to this whole time. That's my theory on it, of why he's so... It's either that or he is very embarrassed about being a virgin. But I think that theory explains away the LJ story. Oh, mac and cheese pushy spray. There's a point where the robot's pitching sprays for him, and for whatever reason, because this is a totally normal thing, you guys, one in the chat if you agree, two if you don't, buttholes need different sprays is what was told to him. So he had to come up with flavors for both, and he would say a flavor and then tell you which one it would go to, right? So my favorite that he ever came up with was butterscotch butthole spray. Just fantastic. The rhyming scheme, well, not rhyming, but you know, it rolls off the tongue. Butterscotch butthole spray. So, I mean, there you go. That's all I really got. I mean, I just rambled about nothing for a question about sex stories. Butterscotch butthole. That's how you said it too, butthole. He was reading like an ad for a grocery store and just going, meat lover pussy spray, cheese pizza, steak, chicken and ranch, pussy spray, cake. Anyways.
Yep, but I didn't have some I couldn't talk openly about things
It's going to
then.
be so different, Jamie, now. So different.
It's going to. I know this time it's going to.
Then it wasn't.
But this time I know it's going to.
Why?
Because I can actually go to counseling and talk about it.
How does that
I
change
can actually-
things?
Because I'm able to talk about it. Not just to you. Because before I could only talk about it to you. And in doing that, I'm getting the opinion of the person that I'm upset with or not agreeing with.
Right, you told Sean
Which-
how you
which is
treat
you.
me.
No, I'm going to be open and honest with him about everything. I told him I gave you attitude. Didn't tell him that I yelled, but I will tell him that I yelled. I'll even tell Stacy tomorrow. I'm going to be open and honest with him
Right,
about
so
it,
you
so
were
that way
honest, but now it's different.
I'm going to be open and honest, so that way I don't do it.
You weren't though.
No, I wasn't. But Jamie, the one person that I could talk to was you, and you was the one that I was getting upset with. So I would only get your input on it. On what I was doing wrong and what
You
I was.
didn't listen.
I would only get your input on what I was doing wrong.
You didn't listen.
Jamie, come on, you're repeating yourself when I'm trying to make it so you can hear
You
me.
didn't listen.
I'm trying to tell you something so that you can actually hear me.
I guess so.
When you
Just
interrupt me.
reading all of the spray names, that might be a time where, you know, the robot wasn't berating Lauren, you know, just kind of, what do you got? We're going to brainstorm for business. And then you'd hear him, you know, he really thought his big seller was watermelon, because the man is obsessed with watermelon, and chicken and ranch pussy spray. He thought that one, everyone would love that. Everyone loves a ranch. There's no way no one doesn't like ranch and chicken put together.
When you interrupt me like that,
You
I'm
just
thinking that
said
you
you
can't
only
hear me.
talk to me.
Yeah, I was only talking to you about pretty much everything that had to deal with me and you.
But you talked to Will too, so you are lying.
Yeah, well, yeah, I didn't take Will into consideration. Not that I'm lying, it's just I wasn't taking Will into consideration. I wasn't thinking about Will.
fan. It's pretty warm. I'll turn it down. Thank you, Egbert.
Well, Jesus.
Run away.
Yes, I am so sorry, Jamie. I didn't have Will in my head at the time. I'm so sorry. And my bad. That's very important to you that I get every
Right, so
little
don't
point
say-
right. Well, my thoughts are not
Right,
on
so
Will.
maybe don't say stupid statements.
No, my thoughts are not on Will. I didn't talk to Will every time about what was going on with me and you.
Did I say every time?
No, you didn't.
Then.
Majority of the times, what was going on with me and you, I would talk to you about. And that's not good because when I would be upset with you, you'd be upset with me. And it's hard to give each other input on that.
Lauren's missing toenail. I don't know what happened to the Coon Moons. I haven't really had time to work on fun stuff. I mean, I barely have time to do like this kind of shit right now, but I plan on uploading the couple music videos I have done and all that fun stuff. Odds are, like all my Reborn goofy stuff will probably come over to this channel. I'm gonna pull them from Stupid Heelborn. Like, '87 wrestling and that kind of shit.
And it's hard to give each other input on that.
Right, so you had an opportunity to tell someone else, and what did you do? You lied.
Yeah, it'll come out. I mean, yeah, the Lauren Liar series will probably just come over here. I plan on adding to it, but who the fuck knows? I should just stop saying stuff like that so that I don't put pressure on myself. But
Lied about what?
I give her attitude.
I didn't lie. Excuse me. I didn't lie. I gave you attitude.
oh shit, here to party now. That's an idea I can get down on.
I gave you attitude. I didn't lie. I didn't tell him that I yelled. But I'm going to.
If you weren't lying, why didn't you tell him the truth then?
I told him the truth. I told him I gave you attitude. But tomorrow I will tell Stacy that I yelled at you. And on Tuesday I will tell Sean that I yelled at you.
That's not the truth.
And
You
then,
know it. Why are you dancing around it?
why am I dancing around it? Jamie, I just told you. I know that I didn't tell them, but I'm going to. Why did I not tell them at the time? Because I was ashamed to tell them.
Oh man, that's a catchphrase.
Oh,
right
no.
there. That eel. That's a great FBI's #1 gunhole. It's a great idea. It's a great slogan. You Super J. I was surprised by the squash. It'll be interesting what happens at All Out.
No, I need to.
Right, see how easy that was.
Boom. Just because I don't say the words, I know it in my head, but I just didn't say the words. I didn't realize you were looking for exact words.
Now, Tane I can get into. Nude Tane.
It might be easy for you to just come out and say
Right,
stuff,
I just
but
wanted to hear the truth.
It might be easy for you to just come out and say stuff. It's not some. I didn't hear you because I was talking, and I know you get
It
a.
doesn't matter.
It might be easy for you to just come out and say things like that. It's not easy for me because I wasn't raised that way.
You weren't raised to tell the truth.
I was raised to tell the truth. It's just I went around things. I was partially raised by my brothers too, so you get a mixed one that tells lies and a mixed one that don't.
Right, like you.
Yep. Because I've lied. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna try to get around with you.
Is lying genetic in your family?
Sprinkle cake, that's a
No,
great idea.
Jamie.
I'm gonna do a roast. That's the first thing I'm gonna do on that channel.
No, Jamie. I don't know. It might be. My dad lied.
Wait, what? His dad lied? No, he's not this stupid, right? He's not this stupid. Hold on.
Because I've lied. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna try to get around with you.
Is lying genetic in your family?
No, Jamie. I don't know. It might be. My dad lied.
Oh my god.
My mom don't lie though.
I bet your mum did too, based on how often you do it.
No, my mom doesn't lie.
I bet she does.
Oh, it's not nice to say about someone you don't know.
Okay, so in toto, as they say in Mystery Men, the combination of him saying self-diagnosing ADD on himself and then him saying that he may have gotten lying from his father. I mean, some of the dumbest comments he's ever made.
Every time she says she loves you, she's doing it.
Things like that, I don't know why you would say things like that.
That was to be hurtful.
Well, it didn't hurt because I know my mom loves me.
Right.
I do. I'm sorry your hurtfulness didn't affect me on that.
See how honest I was.
Yes. After time, Jamie, it'll come out of me. I'll be straightforward and honest with you about answers. It's obviously not an overnight thing.
I have a question.
What?
That's my new boyfriend, George Glass. He is a real jerk. I know he was sick. Wait. I missed one?
First of all,
Oh, there it is.
I want you.
When someone treats you like they don't care, believe them.
Thank you, Winnie Syllables. It's a good name, Winnie Syllables. Is Winnie Syllables like... Is it like that stuff? But definitely, I agree. You know, if someone treats you like that, you should believe them. But Lauren's in love, and Lauren's gonna make her love him.
What was the purpose of that guilt trip of a voicemail in this call?
Because you didn't answer, and I had things I wanted to say, and I was like, oh, she don't want to hear what I have to say. She wants to hear what she has to say, but not what I have to say. Huh?
Oh, okay, go ahead.
That's right. You got to put on the new armor of God. Put on Jesus Christ and fight against the enemy. Because we love you, God. So we do it for Jesus Christ. Put on salvation as your helmet and take the sword of the Spirit, which is the sword of God. So put on the full armor of God, Jesus Christ. I love you, God. Him of truth, Jesus Christ. Checkmate of righteousness, Jesus Christ. Shoes of peace. Stop it on the enemy. We love you, God. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, we love you, God. Shield and faith of God. Jesus Christ. Everything right here.
I already said them.
X-Pac bless.
I said them at the beginning.
We love you, God.
I seriously know that if we start thinking if
I was muted like an idiot. Hey, Blue Boy, let me get one of those dance videos with Lauren. We'll put it to the Jesus Christ guy. Okay, cat meowing. Which one would be good? Let me know.
if we start thinking about the right things that we do instead of the wrong things, we're going to be so much better off. we are literally going to be so much better because we never say anything right about each other anymore. We used to.
Better than constantly being accused of cheating.
Excuse me. Damn, that was powerful.
That's an audio bite right there.
Damn, that was powerful.
I don't know if I have that one, so we're gonna just grab that real quick. Damn, that was powerful. Love you, God. Damn, that right there. You right there. Put him right there. Put that sneeze right there.
Oh, shit. I know we'll do a lot better if we start being more proud of each other for the right things that we do.
Maybe you should dust your trailer once in a while.
I don't think it was that.
Did you hear what I said, or are you just ignoring it?
Oh, I heard what you said. Maybe I should dust my trailer once in a while.
Before that,
it'd be better than being accused of cheating. First of all,
so you were ignoring.
I want you.
Down with robophobia. Time for Lawn to fork off upstairs. Much love, Reborn.
Thank you, after supper biscuit. Who wants a biscuit? I'm so glad that guy, the robot, just said, fuck, read off. That's fantastic. Thank you. And I agree, robophobia is not cool. And Lauren's robophobic.
So you were ignoring it.
I weren't ignoring it. I sneezed.
Right.
I sneezed and then you made the comment about dust in my trailer. I'm not going to accuse you of cheating. I know you don't cheat on anything.
Right, that's why I'm constantly accused of it.
I've just been constantly upset because, well,
Right.
I've already told you. So I'm not going to rehash that.
Because you are insecure.
I've been insecure, yes.
And jealous.
And jealous, yes.
And that is just magically gone.
You'd be surprised what my talk with Sean did.
His talk with Sean did nothing. I know he's sitting here talking big because they want to get back together, but you know, a couple days from now in the timeline, he will prove that it did nothing, and I won't spoil it, but I mean, is anyone surprised? It's all just lip service. I don't have it set up to play video on here right now. All Might, maybe next week, if that's cool.
And it's only going to get better because I get to talk about it with Stacey tomorrow.
The year of how you treated me.
Huh?
Don't think so.
What?
1 hour changed a year of how you treated me. Don't think so.
Jimmy, you've got to understand that even though I was able to talk to Will also, you're not going to interrupt me, are you? Even though I've been able to talk to Will also, this is not a cop-out. This is just the actual truth. Even though I've been able to talk to Will also.
You're saying you have
Oh,
been
come
as if you
on.
aren't any longer, and that's not true.
You got to repeat that. I didn't hear it because.
You are insecure. You're saying you have been as if you aren't any longer, and that's
First of
not
all,
true.
I want you.
Thanks, Fama. I don't know why I didn't read it. Can't say, but X-Pac bless. I mean, X-Pac bless to you. You and yours, and everyone on this Sunday evening of August. Okay, I get what he's saying. He's doing the Gigi call where he's like, "Man, what do you want? That was me, you stupid bitch. Oh, you piece of shit." That's probably one of my favorite moments. Not that it's Will, but you know.
No, it's not true. I'm still insecure. But at least now I know I can work on it.
Right, and you couldn't before. Why?
But the one thing that I have never been insecure about is knowing that you have not cheated on me. I have always known that you have not. I have always known that you have not cheated on me.
Don't deflect.
I'm not deflecting. I just want to put that out there. First of all, now, say that again. I didn't hear part of it.
Xbox for less.
You couldn't before. Why?
Because I didn't have anybody else that I could talk to, other than you and Will. I didn't have a place where I could go, could talk, and get an outside opinion.
You would before.
Because I thought I could.
So you lied.
It's not that I lied, it's I thought I could.
Hey, sorry I had to step away. Thanks, Ramona's diaper. Xbox for last. God, I keep saying Xbox. Xbox Blast is a good saying. Just so you know, I want you. Someone said something up here about. I'll try and set up a window for next week so I can play some video, but he sent Jamie a video at one point with the dinner ring in it. In case you want the origin stories for that, but it wasn't a girlfriend ring then, so fuck, what was it? Oh well, doesn't matter.
I thought I could hold to that promise.
And who's to say
I thought
you
that it,
can't now?
because this time I know I can, because I've got people that I can talk to.
Incorrect.
You can say incorrect all you want, but I know it's not incorrect. First of all, because I'm not. The difference is that I want you.
Red Fox Blast.
Is that like Star Wars? Or Red Pant? I got nothing. Thank you, Ramona's diaper. George Glass. Yeah, I don't understand that dinner ring, girlfriend ring. Sorry, let's call it what it is. That girlfriend ring is disgusting. It's massive. I don't even think Super Bowl rings are that big. I don't know why anyone would wear that, at least in this day and age. I don't think anyone's walking outside with that thing on.
It's not you and Will that I will be able to talk to. It's an outside person that I'll be able to talk to.
That's all it is. Just like before.
Jamie, talking to you and Will is an inside opinion. I can get
Human
outside
security
opinions.
isn't my problem. Call me when you grow up.
First of all, Jamie, serious? I want you.
Pack bless and 1,000 Bronco Busters for Lorne. By the way, what's Jamie's CPU? I bet it's sexy.
Thank you, Lawrence Burn Phone. 1,000. I say unlimited Bronco Busters, but I agree. I should be talking more about the Bronco Busters. Jamie's CPU is probably like a. It's not as impressive as you think. It'd be like a 1070, 1060i, some bullshit. It's not. That's not even a CPU. That's a. It's a graphics card, but you know, whatever. Is that a GPU? I don't even know. I'm gonna go fuck off upstairs.
Jamie, serious? I grew up. Call me when you want to see it.
Okay, so the robot says to grow up.
First of all,
I
want you.
How about an updated face reveal? Miss your face. You look like a really tall Keanu Reeves.
Thanks, Egbert. I don't know about all that, but I appreciate the kind words. Do you want to see it? Yeah, Reborn doesn't know what a CPU and a GPU is, but hey, if that's what we all learned tonight, the other thing we learned that is, first of all, I want. Yeah, preach. It seems like, and I mean, I could be wrong, but it seems like the robot waits until Lauren's about to say something and then hangs up on him. I could be wrong, though. Could be wrong. Alright, so then...
Hello.
They're back on the phone.
Why is okay for you to talk to Sean, but it's not okay for me to talk to Will or MJ?
It is. It's just that you was constantly doing it and never talking to me.
No.
Well, the only person that I was talking to was you, and sometimes Will. So it was like the counselor. You've got your counselors right there. So you were able to talk to other people other than me.
You don't get to
I
change
didn't.
the story now, Lorne. It was never okay to you. Ever.
But Jamie, you was talking to them all the time. You even told me that you tell Maggie Joe everything. You even told me that you told Maggie Joe everything.
It's a funny name.
Everything is not quite something that you need to tell you one of your exes.
They're being my friends.
They're being somebody that you can talk to. I no longer have Tony. I used to be able to talk to Tony about everything.
Oh boy.
And
I don't have him anymore. I've had you and I've had Will.
you told
And
me I could.
I didn't told you don't tell him everything.
Isaiah, like real briefly, nothing, you know. Hey, yo. So, I think I've told you guys, I think it was last week or the week before, I get hooked on, maybe I didn't say this on stream, I can't remember. Do you ever get, like, Lauren quotes stuck in your head? Just, not even, like, saying it to other people, but just on repeat in your head over and over again. The one that I have, it's not accurate. I don't remember the exact quote, but it's in a Ramona call. He's talking about her watching Forensic Files all night, but it's not where he's screaming. It's like, he's like almost whispering. He's like, I want you to tell me why you've been staying up till real early in the morning, and don't tell me it's fucking Forensic Files. I don't know the exact quote, but if someone knows the timestamp on that shit, I don't know why. I've been doing that to myself constantly. I'll do something, I'll stop and go, don't tell me it's Forensic Files. But there's other ones. That's just the one I'm hooked on to right now. The other one I was stuck on, it's not Lauren, but Kiko. That one's been burned into my brain. Good luck with that one. Fucking all kinds of guys. Other guy is one. If you listen to the Rod call, it's towards the end. Jay Potato Man pointed this out to me. There's a point where he's saying, he says to Jamie something like, "You're up all night texting other guy." And other guy is just, I don't know why, it's just stuck in my head. So for like a half a month it was, oh, what, you go out eating with other guy? Lauren's Big Adventure? Okay, cool, thanks, Jack. Don't tell me it was Forensic Files. Ever heard of the Beatles?
I didn't told you don't tell him everything. Yeah, but you were telling him everything, Jamie. Everything about me. Things that I would tell you that I wanted to stay with you. You would go and you would tell Maggie Joe everything. I mean, personal things that I would tell you. Like me owing my money. Why does Maggie Joe need to know that? She doesn't need to know that. That's stuff that I wanted to stay with you.
This is
Because it was between me and you.
Me and you, not you, me and Will. Because I would bring him into a conversation. How about those examples?
Because you did it. You did it all the time, Jamie.
Another one that got me for a long time was him and Winnie are talking like sexual with each other, and she says something about her asshole was gonna suck his balls in, and he goes, oh, that gave me a wicked hard on. I don't know why, but then just first of all, why would it? Why would that be even remotely attractive? But two, just the way he was like, oh, like just stopped his whole thought process. He's so weird.
Oh, right.
It would interrupt our conversations.
So it's okay
You'd also,
to do it, but it isn't.
I don't get to bring anybody in on my side.
You didn't want them to know when you did something that upset me.
I don't have anybody like that here, Jamie. I don't have anybody where I can just bang on the wall and have. I don't have anybody here where I can just bang on the wall. No, I didn't want them knowing how I was upsetting you. But they never got to hear how you upset me because you never told them.
Exactly, that's all it was.
You never told them how you would upset me.
Isolation.
Jamie, how is it isolation when you're not telling them the whole truth? When you're not telling them the things that you do? You're making it one-sided.
Don't tell your friends how I treat you, Jamie.
Okay, tell your friends how I treat you, but also tell them how you treat me.
You have no idea what I told them.
I know every time I mention something, they would say, why didn't you tell us that, Jamie? I didn't know that. But it's not an assumption. It's things it's things that actually happen, Jamie. You were telling them things that I would do wrong, but you weren't telling.
Make it so that I can't have anyone.
No, I don't want you to not have anyone. I just want you to make it fair with me and you. You would go back and talk to.
Now that you have someone. Why would
Yeah, that I have someone.
Make it so that I can't have anyone.
No, Jamie. It was fine if you told them things. You didn't need to tell them things they didn't need to know. But also, when you tell them things, tell them both sides. When you tell them things, tell them both sides, Jamie.
You don't know what
Tell them the things that. I know you weren't telling them things that you did.
How does he know that? How does he know that, that they don't know what she did? It's just all these assumptions like, well, they're not on my side, so I don't want to hear it. Someone asked about the after party. I think it's gonna be it's gonna be on either Winnie's boyfriend / husband or Cornville Three Ways channel. They'll be later tonight because of they're delayed. They're delayed.
Because you would call them right in there, and you would tell them the things that I did.
What they need or don't need to know.
But I agree with you all about the idea that having people in on the conversation isn't cool, but it was for him. I mean, that's how like most of his stuff is. It's always different when it's him. If it's like he has such a problem with Will being in on the conversation because Will is rarely on his side. But the rare times that will agree with Lauren about certain things, all of a sudden Will is okay to come in on the conversation. You know, he can talk to Jamie because he's going to talk down to her. It's all about. I mean, he's a fucking baby. I need people to defend me. It's like when he says it to Jamie often, but also to all of the catfishes. When they say someone is better than Lauren, or just they quote like when they quote. When she quotes Sheffrey, fuck off upstairs, and, you know, you stuck up to him for me. It's like that's apparently sticking up for someone. Lauren insulting someone he doesn't know and saying, don't talk about my friend like that. That's defending them to her, quote, boyfriend, and they can't do that. I just can't imagine. It's isolation, you know? He really wants to isolate the women he's talking to all the time. It's just I can't understand how a man at 52 years old can't understand the concept of friends and like going to people with problems. And it's just, you know, I dealt with someone like this before where they did something and you know, I confided in some family members and they're like, does your family know? Well, yeah. Do your friends know? Yeah. Oh, great, now they're going to hate me. Well, why wouldn't they? That's not, you know, don't be a piece of shit, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Then they would tell me the things that I did, and then I'd say something, and then they'd ask you, why didn't you tell us that?
You didn't tell Sean how you treat me.
Yes, exactly.
Right, so you can do it. I can't.
No, I was ashamed of it.
Right.
So was you ashamed of it?
Lorne has an excuse, surprise, surprise.
Was you ashamed of it? It doesn't hurt to say that you're
ashamed. I can do it, but I need to have the same doctor's note as him.
And he's one that taught you that.
This
Fucking
is
asshole.
The doctor just knows what's funny.
I like being humorous. It's something to do.
Jimmy, if we start pointing out the things that we do right, we're going to be so much better off.
This is a 50-year-old telling someone half their age it isn't okay for me to do something that they did.
I didn't say I was right in doing it and not telling Sean.
Right.
But I'm going to fix it.
All of a sudden it's okay to have outside people involved because it's what you want. Before you wanted me to be isolated from my friends because you said it wasn't any of their business.
Well, no, some of the things weren't.
Crazy how that turned out right.
Some of the things was not their business, Jamie.
Like what?
Dan Jones, the reason Sean is being brought up is because he had a 20 to 30 minute conversation with Sean, and now everything is different because he's not worried. All the worries are gone because they can now address that Jamie's a porn star, and that will fix every single problem they've ever had in their relationship. His jealousy and his insecurities aren't a problem. The problem is that they couldn't tell probation that Jamie was a porn star.
Like, me owing Mom $5,000? How is that any of their business?
You said you were going to take care of me.
Yeah, and I want to, Jamie.
Your debt makes that hard to do, right?
Yeah, he owes his mom a bit of money. He owed his aunt a bunch of money too, but he used a lot of his unemployment for that. Basically, they covered, well, his aunt covered his land when he was in prison. And then he paid her back. I don't know exactly what he owes his mom money for, but I mean, I would assume cigarettes are a factor.
My what? Oh, my debt. It makes it hard to do right now, but I'm fixing that too.
So I was explaining the situation to my friend. That's why. Answered.
Okay, but why did you single that one out that I owe Mom? Why does she need a list of what I owed?
Yeah, Jack, that's correct. He owed his mom thousands of dollars, and he went out and bought a wedding ring for thousands of dollars on layaway. He was told that he should give the money to his mother, and he like more or less ignores that, you know, because I don't recall if the robot said it. I want to say the robot did, but I mean, just hearing it, my general thought process is that Lauren doesn't think he owes his mother the money back. He doesn't have to pay her back, or he will wait until he won't have to pay her back. One of those. But I don't see him. I would wager some money, but I would wager a bet that he is either around the same amount of debt with his mother to this day. He may have paid some off, but he's probably taken more out. But I would say somewhere between $3,500 to $5K he probably owes his mother. So somewhere around there. I don't know for sure, but I would bet I'm right.
She doesn't need a list of what I owe.
Did you not listen to what I just said?
Yes, I did, Jamie, but she did not need a list. What was her point in having the list? So she could come back and say something to me?
What's up, Raptor?
You didn't tell me what her list of debt is.
Oh, like you did with her pills.
Well, she was always pointing things out about me.
Well,
I just wanted to prove to her that she's not perfect.
Spencer, yeah, good point. His mother got 50 years of laughs, so that's all it took. That's payback enough, right?
she never said she was.
But she would portray herself to be.
No, they're different rings. The layaway ring it does not look as stupid as the dinner ring. It's also, in pure Lauren fashion, a used engagement ring. So that's got some bad juju around it.
No, she won't.
She did to me.
No, she wasn't.
Jamie, I'm not going to talk about her because you continuously defend her on everything. Like you're blinded.
Right, Lorne, but you failed to see the point yet again.
I'm getting right away from the subject of Maggie Joe. I'm getting away from the subject of Maggie. Your point is how imperfect I am.
No.
And how perfect Maggie Joe is.
No.
That it's all right for you to tell Maggie Joe my debt.
See what I say about hearing what you want.
Exactly what you said.
Thanks for proving
I was just being an asshole so I could point out the things that you're coming across as.
Pointing something out that you've done wrong does not mean that other person is trying to make themselves look perfect. They are pointing what you've done wrong. All you do to respond to that is tell them that they aren't perfect.
But Jamie, telling her that I'm in debt is one thing. Giving her a list of things that I'm in debt with, you're not listening. Every time you press that button when I'm talking, I know you're not listening.
I already explained it, Lord.
There is no reason to ever give her a list of any debt that I have.
So you mentioned how she got her pills. Why?
Well, I already told you that. I already answered that question.
It's okay for you, not for her.
No, I was showing her that it's okay for her, but not for me.
Right.
Yeah. But I haven't mentioned her pills in a long time. I don't even remember the last time I mentioned them.
So you can get details and throw it in her face, but she can't do it to you.
She was doing it to me. She had already done it to me many times.
Okay, so like a child you did the same. Do you not yet the
Jamie, do you not remember telling me, me telling you that I wasn't saying anything to her out of respect for you because she's your friend, and you told me not to let that stop me to say what was on my mind. Do you remember that? So finally, I did. So you can't wish-wash back and forth like that.
Right, so you decided to throw the only information I gave you in her face.
Yeah? She was throwing information that you gave her in my face.
I meant tell her to be quiet, I wasn't wish-wash on it.
Jack, he's not tired of saying the same thing over and over again because he thinks that that's how you win an argument, is just by repeating your point over and over and over again. But also, he does have, he forgets things almost as soon as it comes out of his mouth. So maybe he doesn't realize he said it, 60 times at this point.
She was throwing information.
It's reborn.
Okay, so how is it okay that you give her information about me and she throws it in my face, but you give me information about her and I throw it in her face? How is that not okay that I do the same that she's doing to me?
You are missing the point.
The point is, what you're trying to say is the point is it's okay for her to do it, but not for me to do it.
You said, why did I give her the information? I answered it and you like a child and now making up some new argument so you can win.
Okay, so with that information, she threw it in my face. Did you get on her case about it? That's a no.
No, she was making the point I was making, Law.
She was making the point that she was throwing it in my face.
No.
Yeah, she was. That wasn't. She had mentioned it several different times. She had mentioned it several different times.
What did she say?
Not on the same day.
What did she say?
At least I don't owe my mother $5,000. What kind of southern? What kind of gentleman is that? How does that care about your mother? Ain't no southern gentleman would ever owe their mother. Ain't no southern gentleman that would ever borrow money off their mother.
She has a point.
Yeah, right.
I want to clarify what he is quoting here because it's not completely accurate. Though you're right, it's not wrong. She did say Southern gentleman, however, she said country boy. She was trying to point out that Lauren wasn't a country boy. Country boys don't do that. Oh, I'm not a country boy.
She has a point.
You're right. You're right.
You're right.
She does.
Okay, well, let me tell you this. This guy that owns this teardown house.
Someone telling you something you've done is to tell them what they've done wrong.
Jamie, this guy that owns this teardown house, he's a doctor. I brought stuff from the over.
Someone telling you something you've done is to tell them what they've done wrong.
Okay, guys. Now I remember this part. Get ready for one of the dumbest things. I mean, I've been saying this all night, but him trying to make a point here is very stupid. And when we get to the finish line, you guys, when we get to the finish line, 1, he has a point. 2, he's 87. Okay, now we all know what the answer is going to be, but when we get there, just remember.
You gotta listen to me.
We're going to hear this stupid story.
The guy that owns this house is a doctor. This teardown house.
Have you
I brought.
listened to me at all?
Oh, boom. You can listen to me one time, Jamie. It's
Have you
not going to
listened
kill
me
you.
at all?
Well, I've tried to. At least I put the effort in. Can't say that you're doing that. I brought a bunch of stuff over to Mom the other day from the craft room that the lady had. And Mom was going through it to see what craft stuff she wanted to keep and all that.
Back to you that you said you didn't say yet.
Holy fuck. I'm not even, never mind. I just
things back
fucking,
to you that you said you didn't say yet, dumbass.
I'm not even going to finish my story.
So I'm not making an effort.
He finishes the story. Sorry, I forgot there was an interruption by the robot.
Yeah, he's making an effort, but whenever I talk, I always get interrupted.
Oh, you don't like that, Lauren? Oh, that sucks.
Right, it's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, you've done it for a long, long time.
No, okay.
Right, maybe you should learn something from that.
Right, maybe I should learn something. Just me, right? Just I should learn something from that.
Spencer, is there a call where Lauren, that John Michael Jr. is going to do the robot in the rear? It might have been done. It might not. It might have been done in text, but Lauren it took some convincing for Lauren to agree to only anal with John Michael Jr. So, I don't know if the robot's single. Yes, maybe.
Not you too, just me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Lauren, tell your stupid story and how it doesn't relate at all.
Why do you not like ever saying that you're wrong about something?
Yeah, the robot, he did tell the robot, you know, Jamie Armstrong was said a lot. And I believe that, that the robot told Lauren he could take her last name instead, and he said, fuck that, I'm a guy. Something like that. Like his old, you know. I'm a guy. I don't do that, I'm a guy.
Back to your tear down house story. He's a doctor.
Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so remember, this story that Lauren's about to tell, he's using it as a contrast to his own situation. So Lauren borrows money from his mother and doesn't pay her back. And this story he's about to tell is supposed to be like equivalent. So you guys, again, when this story ends, I'll wait till the end of the story to ask for a vote.
I brought some stuff, a bunch of stuff over to Mom from the lady's craft room that she had. So Mom could go through it and see what craft stuff she wanted to keep. They had a bunch of paperwork in there. And Mom was going through the paperwork and they had pictures and stuff, and Mom was looking at the pictures to see if she knew any about them. And she came upon a check where it was for $9,000, well, a check reading stub. A copy of a check. It was for $9,000. And it had a note there attached to it that said that it was a gift to her son, that it did not have to be repaid.
Okay.
And so, obviously, $9,000, her son needed $9,000. So she gave her son $9,000. Does that make her son a bad person?
Okay, so two questions, all right? Put two numbers in here. Number one, okay, so the first question is, yes or no, does that make her son a bad person? Number two, did that play into Lauren's point at all? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Did Lauren make a point there? So, because here's the story I hear. There's a guy who's a doctor and his mom gave him a check. Who's to say that wasn't for like tuition or something? But the major detail that he keeps, like that he's missing here. Let me see if I can get to it.
And she came upon a check where it was for $9,000. Well, a check reading stub, a copy of a check. It was for $9,000. And it had a note there attached to it that said that it was a gift to her son.
Okay, so Lauren borrows money from his mother.
That it was a gift to her son. That it was a gift to her son.
So, I mean, just right there alone, you would think that that doesn't match up with Lauren's story at all. I mean, if I were a baby, would Nana want to see me die? Pretty much. Does that make... Listen, when that woman gave her son a gift of money, does that make him a bad person? No. Lauren, does taking money off of your struggling mother so you can go buy ciggies and stupid shit from auctions and never pay her back make you a bad person? Yes. Yes. It does, actually.
And so, obviously, $9,000, her son needed $9,000. So she gave her son $9,000. Does that make her son a bad person?
It's very stupid.
Did I say that?
No, but you're always mentioning it.
A robo-caller?
Do you owe your mother money?
I do.
Oh, here we go. Drop the hammer.
And I've been paying her.
Then it was.
Come on, robot.
Then it wasn't a gift.
That's right, but I've been paying her back too.
Completely different story. So what was the point of telling that story?
Never mind. Never mind. It got way off track and just never mind.
Never mind. Never mind. That didn't work for me? Well, never mind. Moving on. Let's just move on to the next point. Nah, never mind.
Jamie, do you think we can find some right things to say about each other? Things that we actually do right,
Yeah.
instead of constantly pointing out things that we do wrong
Let's say something nice about each other.
and harping on them?
Everyone, let's say something nice about each other, okay?
A doctor got a gift from his mother. That's the same as you owing your mother thousands of
Wow.
dollars.
I just said let's just get away from that. Why are you still stuck on that?
Wait, why are you mentioning the stupid story I brought up seconds ago? We're moving past that now because I realized it didn't work. We're moving past that. Stop bringing it up. I'm gonna have to ask everyone in the chat to say something nice about each other, okay? Let's stop pointing out falses and let's say something nice about each other, okay?
Is it just for sake of argument?
Pums. I love your eyes.
Because you need to explain why you brought it up.
Yeah. Why'd you bring it up?
Because I'm bad because I owe my mom money.
Uh-huh.
So this doctor must be bad because his mother gave him a gift of $9,000.
Even walking it back through, he still can't get it. I mean, it's just... My goodness. Oh, Godfrey.
Well, I don't know. You know, I'm bad because I borrowed money off my mom. This guy obviously needed money because she gave him $9,000. So he must be bad too.
So he was gifted money. You borrowed money. It's different.
And do you think I'm the only guy in the world that has ever borrowed money off their mother?
Oh my God. I mean... Seriously?
Did I say that?
Nope. You're just saying that I'm bad because I did.
He's just ridiculous.
No idiot.
Well, that's what you're making it sound like.
No, you're the only one making it sound like that, dummy, because you can't... Oh my God.
I said at the start of this you said you were going to take care of me.
Yeah, I know. And I still want to, Jamie. But something else that I want you to understand is it's actually we need to take care of each other. I don't want your money. I don't want to put money in your account. But I want us both to be here for each other. Not constantly putting each other down.
You owe your mother money. That's why I brought up. Have you caught up to the conversation yet?
Jamie, I am always going to have bills. There isn't a person in this world that is not going to have...
Are two different things. Are you able to understand that?
Are you able to stop interrupting me so I can talk?
Borrowing money and receiving a gift are two different things. Are you able to understand that?
I am very much able to understand that. But if Mom were to give me a gift of $5,000, no. Don't press that button yet.
Then
I'm not done.
Bring that story up.
If Mom were to give me $5,000 as a gift, and I told you about it, you would use that against me.
Because she doesn't have $5,000. She can't afford it.
Who says?
So for you, you would, Jamie.
Why?
Because you point out things just to use against me. You have a habit of doing that.
That hasn't happened, you don't know that.
Yeah, because you haven't had the chance.
So
I don't ask for gifts.
Irrelevant.
I don't ask for gifts from my mother like that.
So what you're saying is irrelevant. Then why did you bring that story up?
I told you before, just never mind.
Borrowing money and receiving a gift are two different
We can
things.
just...
Are you able to understand that?
This is one of the things right here. I'm able to drop a conversation, to drop an argument.
Yeah, because you know you're losing. That's why you want to drop it.
Sure enough.
He'll drop an argument if he knows he's winning, but if he thinks that there's something in there he can win, he will drag it out for hours. Which, like, a great example, go check out on Heelborn's channel. Did you fuck either one of them last night? Yes or no? Did you fuck either one of them last night? Did you fuck either one of them last night? Which one did you fuck last night? Did you fuck either one of them? But he doesn't drag it out. He knows how to drop a conversation and move on. Full of shit. Jack Johnson, I have no idea, I'll be honest with you.
This is why we continuously argue.
When's it's about you, you can.
Even when it's not about me.
Incorrect.
You've told me to shut up before, and I've shut up. Might have irritated me at the time, but it didn't irritate me for long because we got away from it.
Is Chef Jeff really a chef? Is Chef Jeff really a chef?
Yeah, what do you want me to say? My insecurity.
Well, you just said you don't do that.
How the hell did we go from what we were talking about to Chef Jeff?
Right.
You just went from one argument to another argument.
No, I didn't.
I love your hair. I love your eyes.
I drop an argument, Jamie, I don't keep going.
What the fuck was that?
Is Chef Jeff really a chef?
I love your eyes.
Is Chef Jeff really a chef?
I love your hair.
Good, but I didn't make it last.
Oh my god.
I didn't keep the argument going.
You did.
Yes, you did.
For how long?
Oh my god.
Days.
Did not.
I didn't drag it out. Yes, you did. Okay, but for how long? How long, though? I mean, he already contradicted himself, but it's just always moving the goalposts, as they say, you know?
You love to rewrite history.
No, I just don't like living in the past constantly.
Right.
I've done enough of it.
I hope a marriage proposal's coming up. I don't know if it is or not, so...
What I like is having fun.
Unless it works for you.
No. I'll own up to the things I've done wrong.
Right.
I don't have a problem saying when I'm wrong.
Did you mention the past tonight?
I did.
Then guess you lied about going back to it.
I said I don't like going back to it.
Oh, Lorne's getting technical.
Well, there's a difference between saying that I don't go back to it and I don't like going back to it.
There's a difference between a gift and a loan too, but you don't seem to understand that.
I love your lips too. I think you have sexy ears.
So I have...
What the fuck?
What?
What the... Hold on. Hold on.
I think you have sexy ears.
So I have...
Even the robot stopped dead in its sentence to sexy ears.
What?
I said, I think you have sexy ears.
What the fuck does that even mean? You got an elf fetish there, Lauren?
Why?
Because you do. They're just really pretty.
Why?
They're pretty ears.
It's just, why? They're just, I like it. I love them. They're just really pretty.
You notice how when Lauren's ever pushed for answers on why he feels something, he can never produce a reason? I love you. I love your ears. Why do you love them? Because I do. Because I do. I love your ears.
Why?
Because they fit you perfect.
Why?
Because I'm prejudiced.
Fucking what?
Prejudice with you.
Oh my god. I want to lose my fucking mind here. I want to lose my fucking mind. I think you're... Hey, business. I think you're... That whistle. I think your ears are sexy because I'm prejudiced. He means bias, yeah. Except he doesn't know the word bias, so he... so he says prejudice. Thank God. This fucking guy.
I'm prejudiced with you.
Holy fuck by a dictionary.
I agree.
I'm prejudiced with you.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
I love your nose hairs.
That isn't the word.
I know.
Lauren's ear
I
racist.
couldn't think of the right word.
Listen, you ear bigot.
I
Right,
figured
you
well, that's
never
close
can.
enough.
Crazy.
I know.
My God.
What's that necklace of? What's on the end of that necklace? I see that in all your pictures.
Bitch. Can you count the hairs down there?
I have a
I see it in
lot
all your pictures. Do you have a locket on it?
Why are we talking about a fucking necklace?
I have a lot of necklaces.
Whoa, Pee-wee, buy me a drink
Oh.
first.
So after I finish paying for this ring, I can buy you a necklace with a locket
Oh my
with a picture of me on one side and you on the other.
Okay, I just want to remind everyone, 2 hours ago when we started this thing, she said, I just want to be friends.
Would you wear it?
How about you pay your mother back instead?
That's a great idea.
Well, that's in the process too.
Right, how much have you paid?
Got her down to 4,000 now. Actually, 4,223 or something like that.
Alright, that's where that one stops, guys. I think. Wait, hold on, let me double check. Yep, that's the end. That's, the title I have right now is Let's Say Something Good About Each Other. I don't know. He loses signal a lot, Jack Johnson, and I think the robot just had enough at that point, you know? Saying that she had sexy ears and then talking about buying her a fucking locket instead of paying his mother back. Probably more than enough, you know? But, that's that one. I'm biased towards your sexy ears, precious. Yeah, I mean, I don't even remember what happens after that. I know we're getting close to Lauren being mad about something. You would have tapped out 45 minutes ago. Hey, I get it. I mean, I understand, like, he's very frustrating, and talking in circles isn't always the most entertaining audio. But yeah. There's little things in each one. I mean, I know they're no like, go fuck your fucking cocksuckers, but for this idiot to self-diagnose ADD, to say she has sexy ears and he's prejudiced against her, And then his stupid story about how a man was gifted money and then he wasn't. He was loaning it from his family and saying that they're the same. You know, it's something else. He's fascinating to me. I mean, because I'm not a smart man, but it's like just hearing some of the shit that comes out of his mouth and the fact that he thinks he's the smartest guy in the room makes me really like question, you know, just what he sees going on and like how his mind works. The other thing too is that his confidence is shocking at times. Like, I wish that I had the confidence Lauren did at times. This man thinks he does look like Justin Timberlake because one person said it to him one time in his life. He thinks he's good looking. He thinks he looks 30 years younger than he does. He actually looks 10 years older than he is. But this guy will, till he's red in the face, tell you how he's an attractive dude who looks so much younger than he is. He's so much taller than he is. He's more well off than he is. It's crazy. It is crazy. I would love to know how you get that way. When the guy that has like literally nothing going for him thinks he is the catch that can pull in supermodels. It's crazy. Catch. Anyways, a Ramona's diaper, yes, to an extent. However, those things were already underlying. Is that CM? I question everything I say on like Lauren. Those were always there. It's just they were brought to the surface more with Ember. For instance, he would tell the robot all the time that someone would come up to him, supposedly unprovoked, at like Walmart or his job that he rarely holds on to, and would say, you don't look like you're 50, you look like you're 30 or something. Just some guy's gonna say that. Now, I've never done that. I don't know that any of you have ever experienced that in your life, but I've never had someone unprovoked come up to me and go, hey, you look a lot younger than you are. I've never heard that. Nor have I ever gone out of my way to say that to someone. But apparently it happens to Lauren all the time. Can he name the guy? Of course not. His name's Jack. Jackass. Kick. That's later in the story, damn doctor. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed service tonight, guys. I'm sorry there was no call by Heelborn this week. It's been, a little chaotic. I'm hoping he'll put this one up in the next day or two. There's still some work to be done. I will be back. Oh, there's another thing. Next Sunday, Sundays with Cawd will probably will probably air, I will probably do Sundays with Cawd early next week. I'm probably going to do around 5:30 Central. Just start an hour early. I got stuff to do Sunday night next week, unfortunately. Hopefully that works for y'all. If you're not there, catch the replay, of course, but always many X-Pac blesses and yellows for you. Have a safe week, Hope to see you next Sunday. Okay, bye.
I don't know all the words to the song, honey, but I like the chorus. Again, oh yeah, you're the love that rescues me when the cold winds rain. And you're so amazing, that's just how you are. And I can't turn back now, 'cause you brought me too far. water, like breath, like wind. I need you like mercy from heaven's gate. There's a freedom in your arms, and it carries me through. I need you. Oh, I need you. I need you like water, like breath, like wind. I need you like mercy from heaven's gate. There's a freedom in your eyes. Yeah, it's no funny. I need you. I need you. Yeah. I need you. All right, my throat hurts. I love you. Bye.